And I want to say she was when Queen Witch was still okay with Petty. And she went up in a box and said, don't believe this bitch. You know, she does this all the time. Jenn's not clean. You know, her behaviors are that of somebody who's not clean. I mean, she just went off and off and off and off. And, you know, now all of a sudden Queen Witch is sticking up for her? I mean, what the hell was that all about? And I mean, even last night, you know, of course, Jenn trying to get people on her side, you know, and I forgot if it was Jenn or Queen Witch. You'll hear it. But one of them said, yeah, you know, we never said, you know, we've had our issues, right, Queen Witch? It's like, issues? No, Queen Witch was fucking against you. And you're trying to tell me now that she's okay with Jenn? No. It is a friendship of convenience. Why? Because now Jenn is useful to them. Jenn is useful because for some reason now Jenn doesn't like me, and you know, up until a little over a month ago, she was cool. She was fine with me. We were messaging and all that. But, you know, pretty much because I blocked her and I'm not allowing her to have contact anymore, all of a sudden I'm bad. But how many times have we seen that? You know, if Jenn's not getting her way, she's like a petulant little child. If Jenn's not getting her way, then now you're a bad person. Or come into my live and talk and tell her story. You know, all of a sudden now I'm a bad person. And the funny thing is that with all the messages I have and with what Scam read yesterday with Jenn saying what a wonderful person I was and this and that, I mean, she's just, I mean, she's so not believable. And then the other thing that I find hilarious is that people were in the live saying, you know, show receipts. Show receipts. And Florida Man's answer to that was, we don't need receipts over here because we have trust. What? What? We don't need receipts because we have trust? Nobody trusts any of you. Nobody trusts any of you. You know, Scammy thought, you know, she had a live today and, you know, she showed receipts of Jenn and she thought, you know, it was a big gotcha moment. But Jenn told us everything, you know, about what she's responsible for. And, you know, she didn't lie. She was telling the truth, you know, wrong. Because Jenn said that both Scam and I were in a Discord with her, which is not true. Neither of us are in a Discord with her, so she lied there. And she also lied because she said that we were in contact with her about Snark. Wrong. She was the one who brought it up with both Scam and I. And if she's not lying, why didn't she tell Snark when she was in the box? Or tell Florida Man that she, at the time, when she said she was involved with the FBI and all that, she said she reported Snark to the FBI. I mean, what the hell? So, listen, my feeling is this. You go believe her. Everybody over there, believe her. Believe her. It's all good. Okay, I am going to start. I'm out of this live. You know, and Scam, I'm sure you're aware of this. You know, he last night was showing pictures of your friend, and he used some fake ass name with your first name in it. I would talk to the court because he is definitely still referring to you. You know, he's still pushing the narrative, which is what, a year and a half old now that you scam casinos. You know, showing pictures of your friends. I heard somebody was showing pictures of other people that you are, you know, have contact with. I mean, you know, I'm telling you. You can, you know, there's a reason why people bring up old shit. Okay, people bring up old shit when it's true stuff because they want to get the truth out. So, like, when I bring up stuff that Sean did last year or 2 years ago, that's the truth that you're using to make it clear as to why you are bringing awareness to the person. You're showing a track record, that's true. But when you keep bringing up shit that is a lie, that has been covered a million times, that have been proven to be a lie, you're doing that just to be a dick. You know, and I don't know why all of a sudden Megan has jumped on the bandwagon of doing this when she doesn't even know a fucking thing about anything. It's all very weird to me. So I'm going to start playing this and I'm going to, you know, pause it when necessary. And, you know, I'm going to fast forward when it's not important. I'm just primarily interested in what Jen had to lie about. So. Smashley.
House of Lies when call it.
I'm waiting for Jen to get it.
It's fucking.
Why you got all?
This may not be the right one.
It's just all of a sudden. It's not just me.
Oh, okay. So he was on again this morning at 1:52 a.m. Wow.
Find out that boxing has weight classes. Far off of what Jen said, as long as.
Oh, here it is.
Following this account, Mittens. I don't know if you are. Oh yeah, we were following each other. Hey, look at that. Hey, look right here. So we're gonna get started. Is Jenna stronger in here? Give me 1 second. Let me see. So we're gonna get started. Is Jenna stronger in here? Give me 1 second. Let me see.
And guys, you're gonna hear like a lot of breaks in it and a lot of you know, repeating and stuff because, you know, when you're borrowing a Wi-Fi from somebody or you're in your van by the river, you know, Wi-Fi is not obviously as good as if you have a router and all that. So, you know, be aware of that.
100% transparency is key.
This is his recording now. It's frozen. Frozen.
Everybody wants some Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid. The topics tonight, there's a couple of them. The first one is going to be... the topics tonight, there's a couple of them. The first one is going to be Scammyclaus bringing up some hope. Like, Jenn didn't tell me everything that she said in the Discord. No new information was revealed to me.
Yeah, new information is, it wasn't a Discord, you asshole. Number 2, yes, there is new information because she lied to you. But Mike, you keep going there. You're batting 1,000 already.
That's why 100% transparency is key. Because, well, Jenn has been 100% transparent so far. Nothing anybody has said has brought up any red flags or been far off.
Foreman, talk to Snark. Why don't you talk to Snark and see if no new information is brought up that are red flags? Talk to her about that.
Off of what Jenn said, as long as it's been true. Now, the weird ones that come on in and they want to do all this weird stuff like call names and all that, that's fine. They can keep doing that. But I know about the Discord. I've known about the Discord for, a month now.
You mean the Discord?
Just because I don't talk about it.
The Discord that I'm not in. Okay.
I mean, that I don't know about it. It just means you look like a fool, because if you genuinely cared about the situation, you wouldn't be trying to use it and weaponize it against Jenn, and it's very obvious what y'all are doing.
So I'm weaponizing the emails that Jenn sent me because I'm showing them. Who else does that? Who else shows screenshots from Discords? Trying to think. I can't think of who else. Oh, that's right. He does it. Shut the fuck up. I want you guys to listen too, because everything he says that he's against that people do, it's things that he does.
That's kind of sad, because y'all wasn't going to put that out there unless you could weaponize it against somebody else, right?
No. If we can prove that she's lying, yeah.
So if we want to talk about old Discords, I don't know if anybody here... I want no guesses in the chat, by the way. A long time ago.
So that is a segue that he used to get to this next section where he's trying to pin a Discord name on somebody. And I'm not even sure who he's trying to do it. I don't know if he's trying to say I'm the person or Scam is the person. He's going to go into now this whole big thing about Richards and how somebody had in a Discord posted videos and pictures of her children and wanted one of the kids to take videos of the family. I'm like, how the fuck did we just get here? We're just talking about Jenn saying that she had a Discord, and then I showed messages from a Discord that I'm not on. Like, I'm telling you, over a year ago, I did a rubric rating on one of Mike's lives because he made some screenshots and stuff that were just deplorable. Like, I graded it based on a rubric that I used to use with my kids. I'm telling you now, this presentation is off to a bad start because not only is he putting out false information, but it's not having a flow that makes sense. So I'm going to go past this stuff. What I find, the user's name in the Discord was Substantial One. I have no clue who that is. But what I find a little weird is that why is he showing kids? Why is he showing kids? That's very strange. Now this is the thing about Scam Slam, pretty much saying that she is scamming casinos, which I find hilarious. Because again, that has been proven wrong. Oh, here comes Jen the liar.
Shit. Yeah, have her comment. I might be full on miles on this account. I'm not sure. Yeah, have her comment. I might be full on miles on this account. I'm not sure. Hey, Jen, how are you?
Before we get started, before we listen to this thing, okay? I want you to listen to probably one of the funniest things I have ever heard in any live in my life, okay? Florida man thinks he's going to have a big aha moment here and says to Jen, so tell me some of the really, rotten things that Scammy has done to you. Listen to her answer.
Hey, Jen, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Do you think it's surprising to Scammyclaus that you already told me about that Discord and I was cool with it?
But
No, I knew it was going to come up. I mean, I told you and Boozy wouldn't, in a phone call, like right off the rip.
The other thing I want you to listen to is listen to that giggle. Okay, listen to that ridiculous giggle that we all know from watching Jen. Okay, when she uses ass, she is lying. Okay, so the first indication there is she said, "I told you about that Discord as soon as you and Bougie and I talked." But that's a lie, because I was never in a Discord.
You wouldn't, in a phone call, like right off the rip.
Yeah, absolutely did.
And she lied to you, Florida man.
And I told you what I said, how I said it. And
No, you didn't say that you turned in FWA.
And you know what? It seems like they only try to use that against you. They didn't say, oh, well, let's, why would they only try to use that against you? Let's, why would Scammyclaus ever say, well, let's try to protect Florida man because he's getting fucked over here. Let's release stuff and let's get Jen away from him. Let's.
Wait, are you serious? Is that what you think I should have done? Did he just say that? I need to go back and listen to that. Hold on. I need to go back a little bit.
Why would Scammyclaus ever say, well, let's try to protect Florida man because he's getting fucked over here. Let's release stuff and let's get Jen away from him. Scammyclaus, let's, why would Scammyclaus ever say, well, let's try to here. Let's release stuff and let's don't give a fuck about me. That was so straight.
It's messed up.
Let's don't give a fuck about me.
All the way around, means people told me part of it. I didn't really watch it because I was, I was sleeping, and then I got up and read my book. But all the way around, people told me part of it. I didn't really watch it because I was, I was sleeping, and then I didn't ask FWA for that gift.
Good morning, everybody. We are listening to the replay of Florida Man's Live right now, where Jen is currently with Jen dishing on stuff that were flat out lies. Smash proved Jen wrong last night because Jen said that Smash made her send her gifts in order for her to stay in the live. Now, the thing that's so stupid about that lie is if any creator says to you in the chat, then watch from the outside. I could stay in there, and I think she said something like she sent over $200 worth of gifts. But she can't buy food for herself? Are you kidding me? And then, of course, Smash shows the receipts of the messages she's had with Jenn since, like, January. And nowhere does it say that. Nowhere is there anything that Smash ever said in writing that you need to send me gifts to stay. And I guarantee you there's no audio of it because that would be all over the place. So that is a lie. But, you know, the whole foundation of that page is all lies because there's never receipts. Jenn is going to talk about now how she got a gift card from FWA, but she wasn't asking. She wasn't asking for it.
Asked FWA for that gift card. She gave it to me, so
You can collect gift cards. You can whatever you want to do. This is the internet. Scammyclaus, Dora T, they are not above anybody else.
I'm going to Florida man, Jenn, based on what you guys have done in your life, I am above you. I'm not gonna lie. I am above you. Because the type of shit that you guys have done throughout your life, and you continue to do, yeah. I can honestly say, yeah. I show receipts of everything I say. You don't.
Scammyclaus, Dora on this internet, and if they want to control like other people, maybe they should control and call out the people who invite minors on this internet. And if they want to control like other people, not the people who invite minors into Discords and make them take video of their parents, Scammyclaus, you know exactly. Control like other people, not the people who invite minors into Discords and make them take video of their parents, Scammyclaus, you know exactly.
And
you know that you know because you were there too.
Oh, really? I was there? So, the clips that he showed from a Discord were from on TikTok until February, okay? I was in a Discord with Scam Busters, I want to say January of 2024. And I couldn't even figure out how to effing, like, move around in Discord. And my username there was Mad Dog. So try again.
You know that you know because you were.
just like one of the screenshots I sent you about that person that, you know, about the fire that happened and stuff. And they live 10 minutes from there, so they didn't deny Scammy and stuff. And
what?
They live 10 minutes from there, so when I said, how much is Scammy paying you to follow me around, they didn't even deny it.
What?
Right, I seen that.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now I'm paying somebody to... Oh, my God. I didn't even hear that one. Okay, Jenn. I need to make a list for her. So who did I supposedly pay to follow you around, Jenn? Considering I never had your address. You know what I also find so funny? All this stuff she's pulling out of her ass, okay? If she really thought I did that shit to her, why wouldn't she have ever asked me about that stuff? Why would she, up until a month ago, be saying how much she loves me and she cares for me and, oh, I'm the reason why she got clean? And she said that to other people too. Why would she have never, ever, ever brought any of this stuff up, ever? I'll tell you why, because she's making it up. How many of you think that there is going to be a live with Jenn in about a month saying, I was told by Florida Man to say all this stuff because he was going to protect me, and none of it's true, but I thought he was going to protect me, so I said what he wanted to, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so, first of all, okay, I'm in a Discord, which I wasn't. She's still pressing that. Number two, now I paid somebody to follow her around. Okay.
When I said, how much is Scammy paying you to follow me around? They didn't even deny it.
Right, I seen that.
That's funny.
Scammyclaus, why are you paying people to follow Jenn around? How much? Payments that Scammyclaus made to you, just roughly. There's been like, I would have to say several, because. Well, how many payments has Scammyclaus made to you, roughly? There's been like, she would send and then I would refund it. But I only got those screenshots I sent. She would send and then, but I only got those screenshots I sent to you, so.
Oh.
Well, that's what I say. I've got all the screenshots.
So
just a rough
show
estimate,
them.
because we're just talking right now. We're just talking right now.
Oh, yeah.
Scammyclaus, we're just.
So, he's got the screenshots, but he's not going to show them. He doesn't need to show them. Because we're just talking here. Okay.
Just talking right now.
I would probably say about ballpark about 10.
Oh my God.
So Scammyclaus, you're gonna cry if that Jenga.
I would probably say about.
So Scammyclaus, you're gonna cry if that Jen got a gift card. Yeah, you're gonna send her 10 payments.
No, I'm going to make such big balls telling everybody, oh, I'm making so much money now, and I got money in my savings account, and I'm totally on my own, and nobody's sending me shit. No, that's what I'm going to make fun of. That she has to go to FWA to talk about how she has no food. And FWA, who, let's not forget, is collecting food. And FWA, who, let's not forget, is collecting money, going to be in the court battle of her life, yet she has money to send to a previous big-time beggar scammer on this app. And I'm going to make fun of the fact that Jenn is lying. That's what I'm making fun of.
I thought you were against that, Scammyclaus. I'm giving Scammyclaus time to punch the air right now. Give her a second.
Actually, no. I was laughing my ass off when somebody told me that.
Scammyclaus time to punch the air right now.
I think I can feel it.
I
can feel it.
When I got a whiff of old person smell with stale piss. She's definitely punching the air now.
Oh, wow, that's
so. When it comes to Scammyclaus, what's some of the things she would do to you that you feel?
Okay, now remember, she said, according to her, that I had somebody following her. okay? Paying to follow her. Now he asks her, what are some of the things I did to her? Okay, now listen to what she says.
And you don't have to worry about like receipts or and what's some of the things she would do to you. To worry about like receipts or anything like that. We will go into detail about them later. But
yeah,
we're just talking right now.
Later when? Never?
Like,
to worry about like receipts or anything like that. We will go into detail, but we're just talking right now.
like how? What has she done to me?
Yeah, I do want to point out one thing.
Okay, hold on.
That Jenn was
hold on to your seats, folks.
completely honest with me about the Discord. Yeah, I do want to point out one thing. Was completely honest with me about the Discord without showing receipts.
No.
And for what? For the receipt.
Florida man, as if you couldn't look the bigger fool, you look the bigger fool. You couldn't look the bigger fool, you look the bigger fool.
That Scammyclaus showed today is exactly what Jenn said. Without showing receipts. And for what Scammyclaus showed today.
What?
Tells me a whole lot about Jenn's word and how good it is.
What?
So go ahead, honest. A lot about Jenn's word and how good it is. So go ahead.
Well, what she's done to me is like, oh man, she was part of the whole. Well, what she's done. Oh man, she was part of the whole fake wedding thing. And
oh, the fake wedding thing. She's still hung up on that. Oh, she was part of the fake wedding thing. Wait a minute, Jenn, you just said that I paid somebody to follow you around. You don't consider that bad, according to you? Oh.
And she just, the filthy names she used to call me.
Oh.
And then the filthy names she used to call me, she would block me on one account, and then I would make up another one, and she let me come in the chat and sit. She would block me on one account, another one, and she let me come in the chat and sit, just to turn around and block me again. And it's just the filthy names she called me. She and blocked me again. She just like beat somebody down. It's unreal. I mean, and then she turns right around like, "Hey, I'm gonna get you a housewarming gift. What's your address?" Nah, I ain't falling for that.
I'm gonna call.
So let's review that. So she said that the things that I did that were bad was I blocked her when I found out she was on a burner that I didn't know was her. Yeah, I did do that. I called her filthy names. Yeah, she called me filthy names. And lo and behold, me, the fucking bitch that I am, was going to send her a housewarming gift. I told her when she stopped begging online and all that, I told her that when she said she was getting her life in order, I said, when you get settled and you get a new place and your life is moving forward, I want to send you a housewarming gift. She was like, no, you don't have to do that. I said, I know I don't, but you know what? I said, we're both smokers. You know, once you get settled, I'm going to send you one of those machines that fills cigarette tubes so you could save some money on that. But that was wrong? Okay.
That either. Can I ask you a question about somebody else? I seen a screenshot that you had sent me. What was Smashley's condition for you to sit in her live and listen?
Okay, we'll listen to a little of this.
What was Smashley's condition for you to sit in the live and listen? 'Cause I seen that screenshot and I read it and I'm like, wow.
I was gifting her all the time. I had to gift her the train and basically pay my way to sit there.
So Smashley had you gift her to sit.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So according to her, Smashley said that Jen had to send her a train and other gifts in order for her to stay in the chat, which, of course, was proven last night to be a lie. What a shock. What a shock.
Live and listen.
Yep.
That's what I thought.
Things got really bad. I reached out to Smashley saying I don't know what to do. I was on a full-blown panic because they was, all that stuff had happened with those ladies and everything. And I was just like, they're lying on me. I don't know what to do. I'm just going to end it. And she goes, I don't know what to tell you.
How many times has Jen reached out to people and say she's going to end it all? Looking for that sympathy. Looking for that sympathy. I'm going to end my life. I don't know what to do. Everybody's so mean to me. I have no reason to live. And of course, what Smashley's response was, Jen, I can't help you. You need to talk to a therapist. You need to call 988. What you're going through, I am not the person to help you with it. You need some professional help. But no. And how do I know that's what Smashley put out there to Jen? Because she showed the messages. She showed the messages. Where Smash did exactly that. Told her, Jen, I'm not the one to help you. You need to talk to a therapist. You need to dial 988. You need to get some help. I can't help you. But no, according to Jen, Smash, according to the way Jen said it, Smash was just like, yeah, whatever. I'm telling you. Guys, I have to restart. You know what? No, I'm not going to restart. I'm not going to restart. We'll keep going.
And then I found out she sits with them, and then I felt stupid.
Well,
so you're telling me that you told Smashley that you were going to end it, and she said, I don't know what to tell you?
Feeling stupid, Jen, is something you should be used to.
And that tells me that the person that interrupted my questioning to Malibu was absolutely set up, because remember what Smashley said at that time, no matter what, if someone says they're going to end it, you stop and talk to them.
I'm going to fast forward through this, because this is all.
Look at it this way. You gave Scammyclaus, Dora, and T their platforms.
Thing that I got when I was in.
Jen doesn't know any questions that I'm going to ask. I'm sorry, Smashley told you that you had to gift her to set her live. It's wild.
Yep.
It is wild because it's a lie.
It is, and it's just like I gotta pay people to be my friend or something. That's what I felt.
Well, at this point,
I know you guys care. I was talking about.
At this point, Jen, yeah, you do have to pay people to be your friend because you have no friends because of this type of bullshit.
The side that talks bad about me.
It's the same side that talks bad about me. It's the same side that talks bad about 90% of the people here. And they want to sit there and say, that we're evil and gross.
Ah! Oh my God, I'm going to piss myself. I swear to God, I am going to wet my pants.
Oh, we're going to let Smashley respond to that. If Smashley lies, I wouldn't have brought that up so randomly. Because I've not talked to Jen about anything that she's going to say.
Bullshit.
Jen doesn't know any questions that I'm going to ask.
Bullshit.
And I do that because it's more genuine. And the answers are more genuine.
Yeah.
Anybody
can
take...
Okay, Walter fucking Cronkite.
Not anybody, not Scammyclaus for sure. But anybody can take a look at Jen and Maya's messages and see that we don't discuss what's going to be discussed on live. We don't talk about TikTok in a way of like, well, this is what we're going to do next. We talk about TikTok in a way of, I'm sorry this happened to you. They're disgusting people to do all this for this long and not even acknowledge any positive growth, anything like that. That's the way Jen and I talk about TikTok.
Now again, listen to what he says, how he tries to paint a picture of the person he is being all moral and ethical on here, yet the same fucking stuff he tells people that they're doing that's wrong, he does it on a daily basis.
Yeah, and then, you know, the other night I got to do something really cool, and it went for a good cause. Like, in Amanda's live, when she battled Megan, all that, the coins and everything that I got when I was in FWA's live telling my DV story, all that I used to...
The DV story, which of course was not real. And how do we know that's not real? Because there were people in a DV group. And one of the people in the DV group was in, I think it was T's Live, and said, Jenn stole that story. Never did Jenn bring up that story. It was a story that somebody else told in that chat. Never did Jenn tell that story on TikTok in any of the 4 or 5 years that she was on TikTok. But all of a sudden, when it meant talking about it in FWA's house, tying it in with FWA's claim that the reason why she did what she did was to protect her daughter because of a DV situation. So Jenn went to somebody that she thought would give her a platform to bolster up FWA's belief that what she did was right and that she didn't do anything wrong with the actions that are now causing her to be in the criminal case she's in. Jenn went in there for that sole purpose. So Jenn came up with a new DV story of her life. It's funny though, because you think with, Florida Man being knows everything, you think he would know about Jenn. You think he would know her past. You think he would know about all the times she lied about she was going to do something to herself. You think he'd know about the time she lied and messaged me and Dora pretending she was Matt and saying that he offed her. So who's looking stupid, Florida Man?
Gift Amanda, and she gave it to a DV shelter, and yeah.
Wait a minute, a DVD shelter? Is that a shelter that saves old DVDs from the garbage? A DVD shelter? Whoa!
And if I was going backwards, as they say, I would never did that. That's just growth, right?
No, Jenn. No, you are going backwards, because you know why? You just said that the money you were gifted in FWA's live, you gave to somebody else. It didn't come out of your pocket. Somebody gave it to you. You've done that in the past. People have gifted you. You've gifted other people. Don't make it like all of a sudden you are the morality queen because you gave a couple gifts to somebody.
Right there itself.
Well, you're allowed to cash out your coins. You're allowed to re-gift your coins. You are allowed to do whatever you want with the coins that you get without any judgment whatsoever. If you want to cash them out, by all means. If you want to put a Cash App in your bio, by all means, they will probably report it. So I would stick away from that. But either way, if you want to collect money off of the app because you're doing better now and you want to monetize a platform and you want to make money off the platform, why is Jenn not allowed to do that? But Scammyclaus is, and other people are that sit with Scammyclaus, and Smashly definitely is allowed to do it. It's a business. We have to listen to Friends with Attitudes when she says it's a business.
Yeah, because we all should listen to Friends with Attitudes, guys.
But this is my way in just giving back.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the past that I've done, and people send me coins or whatever. This is my way in trying to give back.
How about you start paying
and
back
to try to
people
change, but it never does. But it does me. That's all that really matters is me, and I'm showing myself every day that I'm growing and being better. So.
We see it.
Oh my
God. They see it too. They're just afraid of it. Because they're like, oh no, if Jenn recovers, then they don't have a talking point no more.
And you know what? Let's be realistic for a minute. I haven't covered Jenn for over a year, and I've had more than enough talking points. I only started talking about her again when the whole thing with Scotty came out and all the lies she made. I haven't covered her for over a year. And I'm doing just fine. And if Florida Man's giving her business advice that she should monetize her page and make some money off of it, good luck with like the actual 5 people that go into her live that care.
Scammyclaus doesn't have her peak
content.
Yeah, she doesn't have her peak fame anymore. And you can look at it this way. You gave Scammyclaus, Dora, and T their platforms.
Guess what, Florida Man? I actually have more people now than I did when I was covering Jenn. So that's wrong. I've hit over 10,000 followers this past weekend on this account. And on my old account, I think I had 16,000, 17,000 before that account got permanently banned. Interesting.
You put
and I was the reason why a lot of people are friends on this app because of me. So
you put in enough work for other people's platforms.
The giggle.
Unwillingly. That's unwilling, unpaid labor. Scammyclaus, are you going to reimburse Jenn for all the unwilling, unpaid labor that she put in on your platform?
Florida Man, are you going to turn yourself in on all your federal warrants? Florida Man, are you going to pay all the people money for all the slander and defamation you do on a daily basis?
Off of Jenn, off of the fame that Jenn gave them. Jenn made them the micro celebrities they are today. And I feel like Jenn's owed some royalties from those people.
But wait a minute, I supposedly sent Jenn 10 payments.
Yeah, I see you. You're not getting a box. I don't know who you are. I ask you to DM me. If you want to DM me, you can. But I'm very selective about who gets up in the box with Jenn.
Yeah, because
I try to accommodate everybody.
Posting the truth. That's why you do it.
I know that name. I see you. I know that name, but I just don't. I was not begging in FWA's live last night for food. That's a lie.
You can sit. Listen. If Jenn was hungry and begging for food, why are you going to shame that? She wasn't. I'm just saying. On the other side of the coin, look at the people shaming people who are hungry. Don't be hungry, people. Don't not have enough money for food.
We don't shame people that are hungry. That would be fucking disgusting, people who do that. We don't shame people that are hungry. We shame people like Jenn because she's a liar. How is she telling people that she is financially set. She's making a lot of money. She doesn't need nothing from nobody. Her own words. I don't need nothing from nobody. So Florida man just basically admitted that yes, she was in FWA's live begging for money because she said she was hungry. Thank you, Florida man. I didn't even hear that part. I appreciate that.
Food is exactly what they're saying. Jen, do you believe that if somebody is hungry and they don't have money for food, that it's acceptable to ask for food?
Yes, I do.
Can everybody in the chat please tell me if they believe if someone is hungry?
Jen, do you think it's okay to beg for money and say you need it for your dogs and your cat when actually what you're doing is you're buying rugs? Do you think that that's okay? Do you think that's okay, Jen? Jen, I'm going to tell you this. If you need food, go over to All for Ones. You can go to his link tree, and he has all sorts of help. And I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff listed. I don't know where you are now, but in the city you used to be, I'm sure there are a lot of resources there.
And they ask for assistance for food. Is it acceptable? Okay, I see you looking. You gonna have to just message me. If you request again, I'm gonna block you and you won't be able to message me. Now, Jen, do you think it's acceptable for somebody to shame somebody for asking for assistance for food?
Ah, nobody was shaming her.
No.
Nobody was shaming her, Florida man. We were making fun of her because she's a liar. She's a manipulator, and she manipulated FWA. She manipulated people that sent her gifts. And I'm still not quite sure about the relationship between you and her, who's using who. Right now, it could go either way. I'm kind of on the fence about it. But y'all are using each other for something.
That account that came in here and lied and said Jen was begging for food.
Yeah, you were.
Said it in a way where they were shaming. They could shame anybody. Not only would they shame anybody for asking for food, they're willing to lie and twist anything they can as a way to say, oh, well, they were begging for food. Like, that's a bad thing. Y'all really thought you were going to come in here and argue that asking for food is a bad thing? It makes y'all look bad.
I mean, let's face it. Let's face it. He is just setting a foundation for himself for when he is in prison for people to send him money for commissary. So why would he say what Jen is doing is wrong when he's going to need it?
Well, life's hard enough.
Thank you, Mother Moon. That's exactly what happened.
Right. Were they even watching Friends with Attitudes? Do they listen to the context, to the content at all? Or is Scammyclaus just watching Friends with Attitudes to be like, we have to stop Jen from having friends and being able to be on platforms and stuff like that? That's all it is. And I even in go ahead.
She helped make fun of my domestic violence situation.
What?
Right.
What type of person does that?
Especially when she was straight.
One that calls you out because you're a liar. And when the hell did I ever make fun of a domestic violence situation? Was it the one where you said you had a laptop smacked over your head and it never happened? Was that it? Was it the time you lied and pretended you were Matt and you got into a DV situation where he supposedly offed you? Was that the time? At the time? I mean, seriously, Duchess, can you believe this? I mean, it's like, this is like freaking bizarro world.
Screaming FWA and laughed at it. Which is wild.
They reached out. They did, and Dora has talked to Matt. He knows right where I'm at, so.
Wait, how does he know? Wait a minute, Jenny. How does Matt know where you are? How does Matt know where you are? Because you said that you had no contact with him anymore. You said that when he got out of prison, you were having no contact anymore. So how do you know where you are? So, which I'm going to tell you what leads credence to many months back when Jenn was with that group. I think it was a Facebook group, a chat group or something. Because Matt was at the patio doors. So I wonder, Jenn, does Matt know where you are now? Because of you?
So, I wonder why they're doing that. Is it to keep you quiet? You're right, Eileen.
And to get me quiet and get me off the app.
Keep you quiet from what?
Regina,
Your lies?
Holly Mae, Pastor Petty, Dora, T, Scammyclaus. Are they the same person with a different username?
He's so funny.
Rim right back after the whole court thing and
I have the clip. I have the clip.
You have the clip.
I have the clip already where Dora admitted on a live. She's saying, well, I talked to Matt about Jenn, and I didn't know who Matt was, and I didn't know who Jenn was. It was just some weird shit Dora was going off on.
Okay, now, I find that laughable. I find that absolutely laughable. Why would Dora ever claim she doesn't know who Matt or Jenna is? Why would she claim she doesn't know who Matt or Jen are? Could somebody answer that for me? They will never play the clip. Listen, according to Jen, I sent her 10 payments. According to Jen, I paid somebody to follow her around. And according to Florida Man, he has all the proof. According to Florida Man, he has proof that I was in a Discord with Jen. And yet, there's no proof, ever. There's no proof.
Yeah, and then
I got
before that they did too.
Where she
When Matt
contacted
something like emailed Matt like.
Oh,
Right
no. Matt, quote unquote, emailed us with your account saying that he offed you, Jen. You're forgetting that. Remember you did that? You know what I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to repost all those. Live and let live. Are you asking me how did I get on FM's radar? I got on FM's radar because FM is a vile dirty, lying bitch. And of all the crappy stuff that he's done to people, all the lies he posts about people, the defamatory remarks he's made about people with never showing the truth. He's a dirty bitch because of all the protection orders people have against him for all the vile, filthy shit he's done. He's got felony warrants in multiple states for all the illegal stuff he's done, which I've called him out on. And he doesn't like me because of that. That's how I got on his radar.
Her life, she said, well, I wish I could get a hold of him. I'm going to have to look into that.
Hey, Scammyclaus, how are you? I see you here.
Yep. I came in there and listen, I didn't say anything. I was good. And then I got muted.
Oh, hey, Smashley, you're here too. Wait, why is everybody coming in? Because you're mad?
Mad?
It's going pretty good.
That was me asking him how his evening is going. He said it's going pretty good.
I've seen the screenshots, so we're not going to do that.
Oh, you're not going to show him. Okay.
What's shocking? What's shocking, Smash? That you told Jen that you couldn't help her, but then you
This is when it goes off the rails now. And what happens now for like the next over an hour, Jen is a total afterthought. She's just sitting up there in a box. Everybody's forgotten about her. And nobody even talks about her for like the next hour, hour and a half. You know what he does, Anonymous? He does love the chaos, but this was the thing. Florida Man talks a big game, but I obviously didn't even know Smash was going to go over there. I went over there because I just purely wanted to listen, and I wanted Jen to know that I was in the chat listening. I wanted her to physically see me in there because she knows she's lying. And I wanted her to see me in there as I wrote down all the lies she was making. But again, the way that he is he wouldn't let me up in a box. He wouldn't let me up there. All I wanted to do to say to Jen was, listen, Jen, you have your phone right now. You're on a live. Show the proof of the payments that I supposedly sent to you. That's all I wanted to say. I wasn't gonna say, I wasn't in the mood to argue or fight last night. I was in there to listen to the lies. So I sat there. I requested a box. I was told no. I made a comment about show the receipts, Jen, and I got muted. So then I came in on another account. But I'm going to probably go through all this stuff because this stuff now is just boring. It's all lies about
questioning that was leading somewhere really quickly because somebody randomly took a box. Did Malibu text him?
So I want to get back to when Jen actually talks again, which she's not even.
And question for.
Well, see, I didn't know more came out. That's why.
Okay, so this is not Jen talking at all. Oh, God, then Mallory comes up. Let's talk about Mallory for a minute. Ready? Do you guys remember that live? I forgot who. I think she was in maybe T's. I forgot whose live she was in. But she was in a live. And Mallory says, Scammyclaus, just leave me alone. Don't talk about me anymore. Just leave me alone. When's the last time I even talked about her? But last night, she's in Florida Man's live. Now, this was a person that she said she didn't like Florida Man. I'm not with Florida Man. I'm not in his lives. I'm not friends with Florida Man. We're not like that. We don't communicate. And then what happens in those lives? In the live last night? You know, the stop bother me. Scammyclaus, you need to apologize to me about the couch. You need to apologize. Now, you're not getting oxygen out of there. Relevancy is not going to come your way anymore, Mallory. It's not going to happen. You know, and this was, again, a couple weeks ago. I'm not friends with him like that. We're not friends. We don't communicate with each other. Really? Florida Man said last night that you guys do message each other. And he said, you know, I really like Mallory. You know, in fact, you guys should go over to her lives. You know, she has really good lives where, you know, we just sit around and we chill. Okay. Okay. So I gotta still go through.
What he said was definitely. You know, I saw the video of her. I don't.
So Jenn is sitting up there. They're talking about something totally different.
My bad.
Jenn is a complete afterthought. Okay, complete afterthought. So I'm gonna fast forward through here.
Jealousy issue.
I'm really.
Things about me that's.
There's OG.
Start bullshit. Wait a minute. So I went at
There's
him
a substantial
where it hurts.
one.
Wait a minute. So they were going at.
Jenn dates on the messages. Or were they just trying to gaslight everybody? It takes time to, you know, kind of heal everything. We're not good like, oh yeah, we're 100%. There's no hard feelings there for sure from my end because I started it. Mallory's allowed to have feelings about certain things. You know, a month from now, something pops up that we all forgot. Well, we have a conversation about it.
Oh, of course.
There's no limitations to that.
Yeah.
Jenn, how did the gifts come up with Smashley?
Yeah. Now, I haven't heard this part, but I'm going to say her answer is going to be, the what? Like when she doesn't hear anything, the what? The what? I don't know what the what means, but here we go.
Do what?
How did the gift talk come up?
Well, you could tell that she was reading, like, the messages, and then she would look on the camera after she would, like, look down and read the messages that I was sending her, because, I mean, it was, like, simultaneously, and then she was all like, gifts, baby, gifts.
Really?
And because everybody was sending them, and I would message her, I could show you.
So that's where you think that she meant that you need to send her gifts? That's her proof? Holy shit.
Like how that timeline went of those messages. And if anybody thinks I'm bluffing about this, that really hurt me right there. Because she just stopped. Jen. One day she just up and stopped responding. And because I didn't send any gifts, because I sent Malibu a couple of them. I could go through the whole list. I messaged her on all of her accounts.
Go through the whole list, Jen. Let's go.
And of course, they're going to twist and turn that and make it look like,
They associate with one another.
Make it look like you're lying? Yeah, because
they've twisted so much shit already, and people have seen it.
Yeah. Speaking of that,
$256, Ashley. Go ahead and come on over here and send a TikTok universe to Jenn or something. You got $800 in the bank.
She knows that that's how it was because.
Hey, Florida Man, I've seen you make that claim before that Smash only has $800 in the bank. That's weird considering you're in a box next to somebody who has no money in the bank. No money in the bank. In fact, she has so little money in the bank, she had to get a gift card from a woman who will be fighting for her life in a courtroom. So figure that out. Last time I checked, 800 is bigger than zero. And, oh, I'm sure she has more money than that. And I'm talking about Smashly.
It was right after that one guy had come up into her box or whatever and asked for help, you know? And all that trouble, it was like shortly after that.
So she could help the guy that came up in the box to interrupt my questioning.
Shut up, Jen.
That Malibu texted to get up in the box. And she
that?
told you she couldn't help you for the same situation.
Yep. She said
Was that
she
good?
didn't know what to do, and she couldn't help me. And that broke my heart right there because, like...
So when I made that fake Malibu
Just to be
account,
clear,
I messaged that guy, I said, thank you.
Smashly saying, I can't help you, you need to talk to a therapist, you know, call those 3 digits to get some help. You know, you're beyond anything that I could say that can help you. You need professional. You didn't understand what that said, Jen? You can't understand why Smash treated you like that? You mean she was trying to help you? You don't understand? See, that's what people do when you're friends. People try to help you, and regardless if Smash likes you or not, she tried to help you, Jen. She gave you the best advice that she could give somebody in your position. And, you know, I don't even know at that point if Smashly even liked you. But that type of advice, even people that didn't like you would have given you that advice. Because that's what people do. But you're so incompetent of having a friendship that your mind is absolutely skewed to what a friendship looks like. And oh, here's a surprise too. In those messages, those TikTok messages that Smash showed, I can't tell you how many times Jen said to her, "I need to talk. Can we have a phone call? Can we have a phone call? I need to talk. It's important. It's really important. Can we talk on the phone?" How many people has she done that to? By a show of hands in the chat. How many people in here have received messages from Jen saying, "We need to talk right now. It's so important. You know, please give me a call." How many people in here also have received a message from Jen in the past or currently, whatever, saying that she was going to end things? How many people have gotten those messages? Mike and Jen, too, are you love? Look at all that. You don't want it. You want to talk about a mind fuck? You want to talk about emotional manipulation? If anybody needs help on trying to up that mental manipulation game, reach out to Jen. And reach out to her and say, "Jen, it's important. We need to talk right now." Because obviously that works on her. Moving on.
Coming up. And he said, "You're welcome anytime." What did that mean, Malibu?
I don't know.
If I said hi to him, they said hi to me. And always asked me, was I okay? And that was Megan.
Good. I like Megan.
Of course you do.
She'll be on that Reddit. Actually, she's already on it. By the time you got the second syllable of her name out, before you got to the end of the post. Eight posts were made about her.
Bart.
Yeah. Yep.
What?
That's good on Megan. People like Megan, people like Nikki, OG deserve more credit for the people that they talk to.
Listen to those names he just said. Jen, Megan, OG. Let's go back and listen to that whole thing. Listen to these names.
People like Megan, people like Nikki, OG deserve more.
We'll add bougie to that list. Hold on, hold on, Tiff. They all have one thing in common on this app. I'm not going to say it, but y'all can figure it out. Oh, and Nikki, too. Throw her in there, like he said.
They talk to.
Megan was the first one to make me feel okay, and she was the first one to say, I believe you.
It's good to hear. It is. And that's one of the reasons why I'm glad that I made amends with Megan. Because I was a dick to her. But also, she was a dick to me, too. Unless they're being unreasonable fucking assholes, like Holly Mae. I'll remember the day. Is taking steps forward.
That they were doxing me. She had to, say something say something 2 different times. I didn't see it because her mods are on it. And we're good, but her mods are better.
Jen, you have no mods anymore. Who are your mods? And my question is this. Did she just say that people were doxing Jen in Nikki's lives, or did she say Nikki was being doxed in her own lives?
And they got it before I even could see it.
Hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna let this person up, and I'm going. Okay. Hey, I see you looking. Can you do one thing right there? Do you know your box?
TikTok. It really at the end of the day, you look at it now. Does it seem like I was that bad of a person to deserve all that?
Oh my God. What? What? What?
It really at the end of the day, you look at it now. Does it seem like I was that bad of a person to deserve all that?
Let's review. You lied about having cancer not once, but twice. You lied to people saying that you were clean when you were indeed taking money from people because they thought your dog needed food, or you needed money for a hotel room, or you needed money for this and that when you were using it to buy drugs. You lied about DV situations. You lied about, thank you for that, fake oxygen. You lied about being sober before you even went to rehab. Fake oxygen. You lied about being sober before you even went to rehab with. You lied about your family. You lied about working. You lied to people who you were close to, who were actually your friends. You that bad, you were fucking worse.
I think the extra pressure pushed you in directions that you wouldn't have gone if you were just allowed to exist as you were, along with all the pressure that you had in your... That pressure online doesn't help at all. The amount of time that it went on, I mean, any of it's really unacceptable. People can say I bully people, but I bully you fuckers that be bullying people. That's why you don't like it.
Oh, wait a minute. So, it's okay to bully people. According to Florida Man, it's okay to bully people who bully other people. But when in fact, Jenn was not bullied, there was awareness brought to Jenn for what a POS she was. But we're not allowed to do that? Making horrible allegations about people. But that's okay. Okay. It's the rule book according to Florida Man.
Every time I say caster, blaster, petty pounder, anything like that, Scammyclaus gets angry. She don't like me. But that's okay, I don't like her either.
When is the last time I even made a comment about that? It's so old. It's that whole thing it's over a year old. It's so stupid. And Queen Witch always, whenever I'm somewhere, Queen Witch gets in there. Hey, Scammyclaus, I need to know about, Bandcamp. And, sticking your flute up your hoo-hoo. What the fuck? It's so old. I'm convinced that I think Queen Witch has a penchant for sticking things up her hoo-hoo. Because she talks about it all the time. Either that, or she is infatuated with my hoo-hoo. Because she constantly talks about my hoo-hoo every time I'm around her. Girl, listen. My hoo-hoo is not for you.
I don't like her because she's a piece of shit that knows about the Discord that the children were at.
What?
And she chose to stay quiet about it. But yeah, she wants to bring up Jen's Discord to try to what? Put a wedge so Jen can't talk no more?
No!
Yeah, she fucking mind.
Because she thinks that I'll run if she did that. But I told you guys in the begetting, hey, this is what was done and said. It might get brought up. And you said it probably will. It will when...
There's still... Florida Man still believes the lie that I was in a Discord with Jenn. And Florida Man is trying to pin a Discord. Think about this, guys. He's trying to pin a Discord on me that has to do with Lisa's kids. I never even brought awareness to do with Lisa.
You get your story going here.
And a lot of the other stuff that you told me, it'll get brought up too. And that's okay. Because they can't do it. They can't win. And they know they can't win. That's why I bother them.
But at the end of the day, look at what they're saying and doing. I wasn't that bad of a person anyway.
But you're not doing anything. You're not doing anything to them at all right now, and they keep fucking with you.
We haven't done anything.
They pushed me to the darkest place anybody can be pushed.
Oh, God.
You've openly said, hey, I want to be left alone. I want to be able to move on. And they're still fucking with you. They openly said, hey, I want to be left alone. I want to be able to move on. And they're still fucking with you. They hold a lie about a Discord that you were in after you say, hey, just leave me the fuck alone.
Florida Man, do your research, dumbass. It was showed. They were messages. They were not a Discord. Just because I get a message from somebody on Discord who's not in my Discord doesn't mean they're in my Discord. Jesus, you should know how it works, Florida Man. You've had 350 Discords. And what I showed were email messages. If you don't know the difference between an email message and a Discord message, I think you have been sniffing too many of your hoopty white van's exhaust fumes.
Isn't that like since years, 2 years, whatever it was? Ain't it a little much? Ain't that going a little far? Doesn't that pass like some technicality for covering somebody?
Yeah, okay.
You know?
Yeah.
And they just keep it going.
Yeah, that's good. But yeah, that's why I'm here. Because I'll talk about plasters and petty pounders all day long. T's husband on Grinder, Dora being Tom. Can we talk about Tommy the truck driver?
Oh, Tommy the truck driver was alive. And he said he was a truck driver. He would like talk.
I don't even know what that's about. I don't even know what that's about. I don't know what that's about. I'm interested in that. So 99.9% of what Jen put out there is an absolute lie. And he exists on lies.
All right, so I just wanted to real quick. So she posted the conversations that she had with me with that dark whatever account on her Sophie Marie, and also claiming she never said I was like a mother to her.
Right.
Jen, how many people have you said the exact same thing to? You're like a mother to me, so shut up. All the way up.
Oh my God! Everybody.
Right. So she posted the conversations, and I saw the comments. Some people were like, that's a private conversation between you and Tiff. Why is it here? And why were you on a different account? And those comments she did not delete. But I went on a burner, on a sneaky, and because she's showing a Western Union receipt, and I was like, does it say Western Union? It says Walmart. It's always been Walmart. And Walmart has several different ways to send money. And sure enough, guess what she did to my comment? She deleted it and she blocked my account.
She deleted it.
Yeah, and blocked my account. And the thing is that's so wild to me is she admitted herself. Nobody forced her to admit that she received that money. And numerous times on lives, she kept saying, I want to pay you back, Tiff. And I would come in a box. And she even did it on the phone with me when she was telling me about her police officer boyfriend and all this crap. And the YMCA she wanted to try to get open again. But numerous times she's like, I want to pay you back. And I continuously said, I want to see you continue to do better. And I never asked for it back. She said she was going to give it back to me in her settlement.
I guess she's right. Tiff, I guess she's right because a couple nights ago when Amanda and Megan were battling, she did throw some coins to somebody, and I guess that's her paying it forward. So that seems fair. $2 worth of coins versus what? $2,000 that you gave her almost?
Yeah, 1,800. But I mean, I my original video, and I sent it to you, and then I deleted it because this is what she wants, you guys. She just wants us to talk about her. This is what she needs, So I decided not to keep that video up. But at the end of the day, this is exactly what she needs. This is what she wants. She doesn't care who she hurts and who she burns. She craves.
Just look as if she wasn't the lowest on the food chain on this app anymore. When she's pulling in 12 people in her lives and only 2 people are there for actually her. I say let's bring the attention to her. That's what she wants. That's what she's going to get. And every time she says something, there are a bunch of us on this app that have solid proof that she's lying. So let her keep talking because every time she does, we prove that she's a fucking liar.
Jen, seriously, you cannot be that smooth-brained, that slow to not see that they're not believing he knows people will come to hear your bullshit. He's using you. Everything he said Scammie did, he's doing.
He's doing it because he is he's trying to dogpile on me. He's dogpiling on Dora and T. That's why he's doing it.
Yeah.
Because he wants to keep this, he wants to keep his talking points of Scammie is bad, Dora and T are bad.
Well,
that's it.
Do your research.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing.
Do your research.
Blue Eyes said it. And this is what he said about me and about Dora and T. He's using her for content.
100%. 100%. And when she drops, she'll see that. And then she'll try to contact all. I'm so sorry. It'll be the Jenn comeback tour, apology tour, like number 204 for 2025.
Yep. And again, I predict she's going to say, "Oh, Florida man said he'd protect me."
If I said these things for her comeback tour because she keeps doing new comeback tours and new apology tours.
There would need to be 2 T-shirts. There would need to be 2 T-shirts,
right? And they both have to be long sleeve for all the dates. Like, come on, Jen, open up your eyes. Stop it already. There's ways to come back on the app and get a lot more respect, and that's by coming back on and doing the right thing and being honest. Not coming on and creating a shit show of lies and drama.
This is the problem with her credibility, though. One of the last emails that we had when she said that I was involved with the whole dog napping situation, she said to me, "I have proof of it, but people are still not going to believe me and say that I'm a liar." You're right, Jen, because all you do is lie. That's it.
Yeah.
And you're still lying.
Yeah. And I apologize if anyone's chatting to me. The chat's not moving for me. So TikTok is being TikTok. With lupus and cancer. And it's not fun. I've got 2 fans positioned at different places on my bed, and then I do have a portable AC like my bedroom door with like a blanket coming down, because I have to keep the door somewhat open so the cats can go in and out. So the hot air from that portable unit is blowing, and I have all the windows open. And it's the last time I looked at my thermostat out in the living room, it said it was like. So I've been like living in front of the fans and in my cold shower. That's where I've been. So yeah, I did get the books in yesterday to autograph for those that ordered them. I did get them in, but I can't even I can't write. My joints are so affected right now. I can't even work on my blanket with crocheting. I can't do anything right now. It just hurts.
So, pretty much, and Tiff, thank you for talking about her post and how she dirty deleted. Because, again, why do people dirty delete? Why do people
hiding something?
Exactly.
Yeah, because somebody cheered her on in there and they said that's what I call a receipt, and she's like, "Thank you." No, that's not what you call a receipt, because nowhere in that chat did it say Western Union.
Of course.
So, and do I remember what I used? No, I just remember it was like a money order. That's, I remember doing it over the phone. So I don't have that bank account anymore. I've been through a lot of fucking trauma, from that to here. So, and that's not on my priority list with my therapist and my psychiatrist to talk about the $1,800 that I sent to a lady online thinking she needed a safe roof over her head to heal for her surgery she needed.
Joe Marie, you're probably right. This is what she wants, but you know what? I'm all here for it to give it to her, because when, like I said, Jen wants attention. I will give her attention as to how much of a liar she is and how stupid Florida Man and everybody over there is for believing her every time we show proof of what she's lying about.
Yeah, and again, let's also look at the fact that she posted that on her Sophie Marie 420 account, not on her Jenna Stronger account.
Interesting,
So,
right?
yeah, like why not put it on your main account? Why are we putting it over there? So, all right, I'm gonna drop down.
Thanks, Tiff. Stay cool.
Thanks.
So, listen, let her talk. As I said, right now she's the flavor of the hour. She will soon be relegated back into the chat of Florida Man's Live, and he'll go on to somebody else and, trash somebody else with false information, no receipts, allegations, defamatory comments, slander, all that stuff, because that's what he does. We know that. But I'll tell you what, this is the thing that Jen will never understand, okay? There were a lot of people behind the scenes that were supporting her, okay? I've been very upfront with everybody with the fact that I have been in contact with her via email. There are other groups of people that were friends with her until she blew that out. There were friends, along the way that she was friends with until she blew that out. She had support of people on this app that she messed up. Let her keep lying. Let her keep doing it. But I'm still waiting, I'm still waiting. FBI was involved. Police were involved. Oh, I'm taking down T and Dora. They're going to prison. I'm taking down Mel because she took my dog. I'm taking down everybody. She even named Bougie and she named Snark and all the... Where is it? Where's the court case? Where's the summons to appear? It's nowhere. So, with what she's doing on this app, she's making her life worse. And she is responsible for it solely. So I hope you get everything you're looking for, Jen. Officer Smitty does have everything. Enjoy your 5 minutes of lying fame, because that's what it is. Yes, Officer Smitty was the best police officer I've ever talked to. So on that note, I wanted to go over that live because, I got bits and pieces last night and I was in there for a little while and then I just got out because, I wasn't gonna get a chance to talk. So Jen, I want to see those receipts where I sent you money. I want to see those receipts where I was paying somebody to follow you around. I want you to send the receipts of your Discord, and I'd like to see your Discord with me in a Discord chat. 'Cause everybody knows what a Discord chat looks like. I want you to show those receipts. Put them on your Sophia whatever page. Do it. I mean, you know, you put Tiff's receipts up. Why aren't you putting these up? Oh, I know. Because you're a fucking liar. And just because Florida Man says, oh, I don't need to see receipts, it's all based on trust. That might be Florida Man because he never shows receipts and he expects people to believe him, which maybe 10 people do. But other people that have, you know, an actual mind and can think by themselves, yeah, we need receipts for that. And one last thing, because I know Jen is listening or she'll hear this. I have not covered you for over a year. So when you say they're still doing this to me, you were such an afterthought. When you were off TikTok, nobody gave a shit. Nobody talked about you anymore. So don't be coming on here and saying you're a victim because people are doing this to you now. Because you have brought it on yourself. And if this is what you want, this is what you're going to get. So, if anybody has a screenshot of that Shut Up Jen t-shirt, if you can send that to me, because I do not have it anymore. Once I stopped covering Jen, I got rid of every single, like, screenshot of any of that stuff that I ever had. So, yeah, if you find it, send it to me. Other than that, I'm going to get off of here because I got stuff I got to do today. And thank you very much, everybody, for coming in. Thank you for mods for your support. Thank you for all the great new screen names I see in here. Again, for those of you that don't know, Florida Man did put out a threat saying that if I talk about people that are asking for help on TikTok, or if I talk about Jen, and why she needs money, that he's going to start going through my list of followers and he's going to start looking into their financials. Well, Florida Man, part of the problem with that is that based on the way you talk and what your lack of education sounds like, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to count decimal points for some people in here. So you may want to get out ChatGPT and put in all the numbers and have it tell you what that number is. So there it is, guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you, everybody, for the gifts. Thank you, Tiff, for coming up in the box and telling us about the post and all that. I appreciate that. Appreciate everybody for coming in. Stay safe on these tickety-tockety streets, folks. Take care. Bye-bye.
She was out a few days the week before. Kind of started.
She said if that's the case, I'm going back there.
I can't believe I'm just finding out there's a fucking fall break.
Wait! Find in our calendar right now.
I need a pool, a beach, or something.
I used to stay up to date on this kind of stuff. I feel like the older she gets, like the less